They were the ultimate symbol of power and prestige for the wealthiest families of Florence. The taller the tower, the wealthier the family. And in the contest to build the highest tower, it's said that some of them collapsed during construction. The towers were their homes, but also protected the family members at a time of civil war.
One family, right, wasn't in charge. It was a series of families that would have similar interests. They would come together, they would form what were called consorterie. Consortiums, essentially, is what we can how we can term it, where they would unite. They would do all of their business together, sign contracts together. They would intermarry their children together, and they would utilize the tower as their sort of center for their area. I mean, it really was about control.
Belfredelli Tower is one of the best preserved. It stands out on this street because of its garden. The Belfredelli family built it in the 12th century and owned many other buildings in the area. But what's amazing about the Belfredelli Tower is that you can't actually see behind it. There's a second tower, the Ramaglianti Tower, and the only thing that separates them is this 1 centimetre gap. Just down the road at number 17 is the Marsili Tower. The family were among the most ancient in Florence. They started this tower between the 11th and 12th century, but in the 19th century it was owned by a goldsmith, Giuseppe Sorbi, who decorated the facade with these 4 terracottas. The role of these towers was principally to defend the families living in them. So to exit and enter the towers, they wouldn't use a door on the ground floor, but instead put step ladders and climb up to the first floor. And the Manelli Tower on Via Bardi was one of 4 marking the entrance to the Ponte Vecchio. The family's prestige was so great in 1565 that even Cosimo I avoided destroying their tower when building the Vasari corridor. Instead of going in a straight line, it curves around Manelli's tower.
In 1251, when the Guelphs take over and we have this 10-year sort of period, the Ghibelline families who had been exiled, who had been banished, their towers are gone. When the Ghibelline, the Ghibellines then, organize and are able to come back after the Battle of Monteperti, what do? They come back and they give the Guelphs a taste of their own medicine. So by the time 1260 comes around, you have this city that is just literally has crumbled. I mean, it's just in ruins sort of all around.
So the next time you're walking in the Oltrarno, look up so you too can appreciate these historical towers of Florence.